we operate from the theory of constraint, which is that every single business is not growing because of a single constraint. And a system will grow until it is constrained again. And so we spend a lot of our time trying to identify what the constraint of the business is, and then can we solve it? Usually, if we can, and it's in our wheelhouse, then that's what is the type of business we'd invest in. Once those people come in, we kind of go a layer deeper. So it's like, okay, we have, is it a sales problem? Is it a marketing problem? Is it a conversion optimization issue? Is it a pricing issue? Is it a delivery issue? Is it customer success? Is it third-party logistics? Whatever the problem is, right? And we have internal experts who have very deep niche expertise around like building and scaling outbound sales teams, building and scaling inbound sales teams, how to create, video sales letters, how to, do like CRO optimization, so conversion optimization across pages, et cetera. And so we'll then figure out what the constraint of the business is. We'll task one of our internal kind of experts to solve that problem. And then that will deconstrain the business and they will continue to grow. And then the other kind of half, I would say, of Holdco for us is recruiting function. And so if the way that we think about things is that you find the people and the people build the business. And so we find the best people who've already been there, done that. So if we wanted to take a company on that's doing, let's say, 10 million a year in top line revenue in whatever, mortgage sales, we would go and recruit an operator or head of sales or head of marketing, whatever the constraint is of the smaller business, from a company that was at 30 or 50 or 100 million in mortgage sales. And then we'll recruit that person in, place them. And we have the advantage of, one, the personal brand that we have because we can attract better talent. But secondly, because we are a family office / private equity firm, depending how you want to see it, we get a lot more responses from higher level individuals where, a normal, 10 or $20 million mortgage company is not like a huge business. And so they might not be able to get responses from what we would consider a, level A or top tier talent. So that's kind of one of our competitive moats, is that we can tactically add value at the operating company level, and we can recruit people into those roles, and then they interface with Holdco. So it's like, sales is a problem, go find the salesperson, put the salesperson in, who's a director and who's done this before. And then we take our sales expert and say, here's our playbook. This is how we want you to do it. And then they implement that within the company. And then that way, the value is actually built in the company rather than at Holdco. So like if the holding company if all the companies relied on Holdco in order to function, then it would actually make them less valuable, because it means that Holdco is required to function. Whereas if you have a company that can stand on its own 2 feet and grow on its own, then that company in and of itself becomes more valuable. And so it's a harder solution, but it's the better long-term solution. And so that's how we build companies.
Okay.